Hi, Soda Cans. Today I want to discuss how I got over the figures of painting. So, what happened was, before I even started drawing and painting, I would look at painting like, what? Um, why would anyone do that? Um, isn't it possible to just make mistakes and you can't just use a rubber to rub it off, right? But then I discovered you can just cover it up and paint over it. Well, at least with acrylics, that's what I usually do. But then I also realized that even if you're drawing from a reference, it'll never be the same. Like when you draw it, it'll never be exactly the same as the picture. We're all human, we all make mistakes, and it's not about copying something, it's more about, well, at least I see it as it's more about expressing yourself, right? So, for example, I'm drawing these flowers and these were fake ones, like fake orange flowers from my house, just like a random object. And I just made it into my own thing. I made it space themed for no reason because I like to be edgy. And, I think the colors just matched and I just had fun with this one. Sadly, I couldn't find the beginning, like when I started drawing it with pencil, because this was footage from like last year that I wanted to upload beforehand, but then the whole thing happened where I just got too scared. But you know what? I'm doing it now, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, um I loved doing this. It took me 3 4 hours, I think. You see it in 9 minutes, but I had to speed it up so much. Also, I used a hair dryer to like, what's the word? Well, it's just dry it and not wait long. Cause even if I do have patience to do this, then doesn't mean I'm always gonna be like that, you know? With painting, you don't only have to use one thing, and there's no certain rules to art, so you can just add your own things. And that's what the one thing I love about it is you can just draw anything you want. Anyway, the paint I'm using is acrylics, and the parts where I draw with pencils, I think I was using Prismacolors, and the little dots in the background were supposed to be stars. But I'm not sure if that really worked. I mean, if you see stars, then I guess I succeeded. Another thing is, here's a tip. So, if you're asking for someone's opinion on something you drew, like an object or a person, just ask them what do they think it is? Like, and if they answer, for example, if you're drawing a flower or painting a flower, then go up to them and be like, "Oh, what is this?" And if they say like, "Oh, is that a hand or something?" then you've like screwed up, right? Yeah. So the best thing to do is to just ask them what it is. Don't be like, "Oh, do you like this or not?" No, just ask them like, "What is it?" to them, and then you'll know if you did right or wrong. That has worked for me for the past few years. Like, could work on a family, friends, lover, whatever. Who cares? And anyway, even if they don't get it right, you can always start again, right? When I paint, it's always random parts you'll see throughout the time lapse. I don't stick to one thing only. I go around onto like every flower. Like I said, there's no rules. You can do whatever. You can move your hand wherever. Wait, no. That sounds a bit wrong, but you can like what's the word? Just like place your paintbrush wherever you want to. That also sounds a bit wrong. I'm sorry, guys. I probably put an image into your head that you probably don't want to see. So I apologize. Anyway, um, I don't know if you can see it or not by the painting, but I really love Van Gogh, like his thick lines, or that style where you just dot around the page and then blend it in. It's amazing how many choices there are. Like, I'm the opposite of people that say, oh, I don't have any ideas. I have so many ideas in my head that I just don't know which one to start with. I could write down this whole list, but then it's like, which one will be 1, 2, 3, 4? Because you can draw anything you want. You can look around your room. Well, you can't go outside, or maybe like go to your garden, or maybe even get the same object and then just paint it in different styles, or just paint a part of it. Don't paint the whole thing. Or why don't you get another object and another object and just match them together? I mean, think about it. Or you could even use yourself as a reference, like draw your own hand, draw your own leg or something, and then combine these two, or make some kind of creature. Wait, that's kind of terrifying. In the future, I could go over some of my old paintings, and they were terrible, but I'm glad I went through this journey because I wouldn't be making this video, right? Like, I wouldn't be drawing this thing right now. I would be probably sitting doing nothing and wasting my time, so it was overwhelming at the start. Always is. Starting something new isn't easy. Um, like a hobby. You gotta learn all the basics and go through the boring process of like practicing, and things don't work out and your dreams get crushed, and then you gotta do it again or just give up and do something else. And then you want to do so much more, but then at the beginning there's so much you can do, right? So then it becomes like a struggle. One bad habit of mine that I really struggle with is probably I have a lot of sketchbooks, and I do one drawing on that one, and then I do another drawing in another sketchbook, and they never get finished. And you flick past the sketchbook, and all you see is just all these random drawings. One could be a face, and the other one could be like the sky or the ocean. That just makes no sense, right? Let me know in the comments, how does this painting make you feel? Um, Sad, happy, confused, depressed? Um, does it make you want to cry? Does it make you want to jump into space? Even though that's a bad idea, because don't think you can last very long there.